you'd want to go see it?
I'd want to see it, but I feel like I've also kind of seen it when I went to Camden, North London, and there's kind of a robot shop in there with lots of clothes, and that kind of looked similar. Crypt something? I don't know. That's kind of similar. But, I mean, it's not on my bucket list, but it would be cool to say I did dance with a stripper robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get your point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly not going to take over any jobs yet. Not like that. But sex robots are getting more and more popular. I personally don't think that the male robots, as reviewed, I don't know if did I discuss this with you? I think I did. Oh, no, I did. I pulled my back out. I was stood at A&E for an hour and a half after pulling my back out, trapping a nerve in my back. And it's like, the doctor says, okay, so what happened? Not sure if I should tell you this, but yeah, I just moved furniture. Male robots of today are rubbish. Female robots, they are getting better. And I just think, if this is a way forward, then I think it's... Can anybody remember the film, what was it called? Was it Cherry 2000? It was Melanie Griffiths. It was a film about... It was kind of like a Mad Max film where she was this lone wolf, and this guy who lived in the capital had damaged his sex robot, the Cherry 5000 or Cherry 2000, whatever it was. And they were so rare that he had to hire her to find this disc to be able to reboot her. And then they fall in love, and then they don't need the robot. But that was done in like 1982. So sex robot as partners has been written about many, many years now. And just I think you need to go like that and give yourself...
There should be someone counting how many times I'm going to yawn during today.
Is that 3 so far?
Oh, I've done secret yawns.
Secret yawns. Okay, you need to hide then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so robot dancers only sexy if they pull moves off that only a robot with ball joints can pull off. They have to do better than the humans. It's like a Terminator. It fights like a Terminator, not a human. That's very true. Somebody's come back. I got caught having sex in a nightclub toilet by the bouncers. It was funny, and they did let us finish. Wouldn't do it in a portable loo, though. Okay, how do we feel about shaming unprotected sex? Or shaming protected sex, should I say. Well, unfortunately, this is what Katie Price has been slammed with. Let me play the video so you can hear it.
If you know who I am, put your hands up. See, not many. Oh my God, that's so fascinating. I love it. Because in England, everyone will put their hands up. Oh my God, you naughty Turkish boys, I need to teach you a lesson. Anyway, if you're going to have sex with anyone, make sure you wrap up. Actually, don't bother, it's more exciting when you don't. Okay, one more song.
There you go. She says if you're going to have sex with anybody, make sure you wrap up. In fact, don't bother. It's more exciting not to. I'm going to read the story. Katie Price has been slammed by a medical professional for promoting unprotected sex after telling fans it's more exciting not to use a condom. The mother of 5 shocked onlookers earlier this week when she sang an explicit-filled song at a Turkish nightclub before telling them not to bother wearing protection when they have sex. Taking over the DJ booth at Black Diamond Club in Marmaris, Katie 41 said, if you're going to have sex with anyone, make sure you wrap up. Actually, don't bother, it's more exciting when you don't. Dr. Sarah Jarvis, GP and Clinical Director of Patient.info, has now blasted the star's irresponsible remarks. Speaking exclusively to The Sun Online, Dr. Jarvis said, I'm shocked when I hear anyone actively recommending not using condoms. However, it is even more important that people like Katie Price, who has a significant media presence, to set a responsible example. The number of people affected by STIs in the UK is rising rapidly. In England alone, 447,694 people were diagnosed with STIs last year, a 5% increase on the previous year. There is a huge concern about multi-drug resistant germs like gonorrhea, and a number of cases of gonorrhea diagnosed in England increased by over 25%, people. Detailing the dangers of STIs, she continued, STIs like chlamydia often don't cause symptoms in the long term, so people may not seek treatment for them, but they can lead to severe long-term pelvic pain and infertility. Genital herpes can never be cured. Once you have it, you can keep getting it, reoccurrences for life. Nor should we forget AIDS or HIV. While treatments have improved significantly, meaning people with HIV can expect to live out a long and happy life, providing they're treated early. But having HIV means taking multiple medicines for the rest of your life. A bad advice was part of a bizarre rambling rant where Pricey repeatedly asked Turkish Go Clubbers, "Do you know who I am?" The former glamour model explained, "You Turkish men are gorgeous. I went out with Peter Andre. Do you know Peter Andre? He was Greek, and they said once you've had a Greek, you've hit your peak. Once you've had a Turkish, have I hit my peak? Okay, I love Turkish boys." I think she was on one. No, I'm not impressed by this at all. What's your thoughts?
No, it's completely wrong for her to be promoting that.
Yeah.
It's just wrong, because there's foolish people that will go with what anyone who's got a public follow, they will just believe them, and then they could be causing others to also catch this because they're just spreading it stupidly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the sad things is exactly right, that when you do have a social media influencer like Katie Price to be able to do that, what people do is entirely up to them. You know, if you're going to have unprotected sex, have unprotected sex. It's entirely up to you. You do what you want to do. But I would not go around promoting the fact that I do that, because it's what my choice. If I was to have unprotected sex, my choice is for me. But I just feel as though that person should be stating to that other person that they're going to have sex with that they don't have protected sex, and it's their choice. But non-disclosure in that sense, I you know, if I'm having promiscuous sex with lots of partners and not getting tested, then
you need to make sure that they're aware that you could carry something, and then that is their risk that they also want to take.
What's the general census with your age group around universities when it comes to sex?
Nah, people don't wear protection.
Really?
I wouldn't know. The majority of people that I know don't wear it. It'll be after clubs or after the pub, or they have regular partners that are friends that they'll sleep with, but they also won't get tested or wear protection when it comes to them, because they've created a friendship where they think they don't need to and they should trust them, even though their friend is sleeping with other people.
Well, what did we watch the other night? We watched The Clinic. Was it The Clinic? The Sex Clinic? Where they was all sat on the sofa and then they all got called in, and one was like, "Oh, I'm just lucky by God that I haven't got anything." Can you remember? I'm sure I was watching it with you. Or you might have been asleep. You know, I think that I think it's great that people get tested. I really do. But I'm old school. I'm for preventative maintenance. So if I could put preventative measures in place prior, then it's I'm not a very lucky person. I'm not a very lucky person. I'm really not. So it's not something that I would jeopardise my own safety.
I mean, I remember when I was younger in secondary school, and they were giving everyone condoms for free, lube for free, and everyone loved it because they had them. But now they don't want them. So there's been a change in that. But
I mean, we're not saying, because I'm sure you'll agree with me, anybody who wants to, feel free to do exactly what you want to do. But I do think that it's only fair that the person that you're sharing that intimate time with is made aware of not the possibility of what you could have, but the possibility of what you get up to. Does that make sense?
Well, if you've slept with previous people and then you're sleeping with a new person without being tested, I think you should let them know you were unprotected with them and you don't know if you were carrying something because you haven't been tested. So there is that risk, and then it's up to you guys if you want to take it. If not, choice is yours. Your body, your choice. You're right. Do what you want. Yeah. But stay protected. You should.
Yeah. Well, it's safety at the end of the day is a big thing for me, and it's nice that we've got two generations here that can see the benefits of that. But testing is very, very important. Very, very important. And for anybody that needs testing, you've got many different places you can go to. You've got 5016 Street that will do testing for you. You can go to your local doctors. They can do basic tests. They will then recommend you to go to a sexual health clinic. If you want to find out more details, you can go to the NHS website, nhs.org, and they'll be able to give you all the details of what is local to you in your area. Moving on, because in 20 minutes' time, we're going to have the amazing Sahara Knite as our guest. But we do have our second song for the evening, and this is one of my favourites. I was going to say it's old. It's not old. It's a couple of years old. But I know you're going to like it. It's I Need $1. If you would do it for me, Maestro.
I need $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need $1, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Bad times are coming and I reap what I done sowed. Hey, hey. Well, let me tell you something, all that glitters ain't gold. It's been a long old troublesome road, and I'm looking for somebody come and help me carry this load. I need $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need $1, that's what I need. Well, I don't know if I'm walking on solid ground, 'cause everything around me is falling down. And all I want is for someone to help me. I had a job, but the boss man let me go. He said, I'm sorry, but I won't be needing your help no more. I said, please, Mr. Boss Man, I need this job more than you know. But he gave me my last paycheck and he sent me on out the door. Well, I need $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need $1, that's what I need. Hey, hey. And I need $1, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Well, I don't know if I'm walking on solid ground, 'cause everything around me is crumbling down. And all I want is for someone to help me. What in the world am I gonna do tomorrow? Is there someone with $1 I could borrow? Who can help me take away my sorrow? Maybe it's inside the bottle. Maybe it's inside the bottle. I had some good old, but it's